Good morning, Dos Pueblos.
It seriously is a good morning. Welcome to episode 7 of our monthly magazine show,
Beyond DP, where we explore stories that shape the life at DP and in our surrounding community.
In today's episode, we're taking you to a place that's built on community in the unique vintage world.
One donut shop that shows us you can really balance a sweet treat and a comfortable and welcoming environment.
An animation film.
Last but not least, how Santa Barbara is being affected by oil rigs and the unnecessary and dangerous use of them.
Well, I say it's time we get started.
We're going Beyond DP.
And it
starts
now. Our first stop on this list is a place that people might just call their favorite or the heartbeat of downtown Santa Barbara.
Well, I know it's definitely one of my top picks with its unique selection of items and its environment.
Diego Garcia, Avon Corona, Jaden Wong, and Sky Watts show us what it takes to be a part of a community that's growing every day.
In the heart of State Street, surrounded by all the constant hype for the next big thing, the urban flea market aims to reconnect the past with the present. Here's how this local vintage store goes against the grain, bringing together the old and new generation through timeless style and stories.
Just to have someplace like this, people like to come in and just browse. It gives you something to do because of everything it has in here. And I just like the fact that it's on State Street and we have a store that's open on State Street and utilizes this space that we have. I mean, it's a beautiful space. You know, the architecture and everything. It used to be a restaurant that I used to come here and enjoy. And now I come in and enjoy the store itself.
It's kind of a time capsule of the past in a way. So I do personally like a lot of older stuff. All the music I listen to specifically is a bunch of older stuff. So all the posters, it's kind of suited towards me. So yeah, I feel like it's a good way for us newer generation to kind of see how things were, all the old cameras that are here and all that stuff.
It's essentially 25 stores within this store, and there's a lot of personalities that shine through, and I think it's a really harmonious collection of personalities and items, and it also seems to act as a museum in a lot of ways, so I think it has that role within the community of being like a bit of a museum. Like you come in here, you see old music, old posters, a lot of old Americana type of things that make people excited. And I think the store itself just makes people excited when they come in here. For the most part, I have really good experiences with customers because the second they walk in, they're just in a good mood because it's such a cool place to be.
While there's many stores in town, few manage to build an atmosphere for those of all ages to bond over, like our local urban flea market. Reporting for DP News, I'm Diego Garcia.
I have to say, that place really knows how to make a fun and unique environment to be in. I almost feel like I'm there right now.
I definitely agree, but we can't forget we still have 3 more videos to get to. That brings me to our next topic, donuts.
I love donuts. This next place will explore a welcoming environment while showcasing the donut industry from a first-time entrepreneur.
Trey Fuel, Connor Saunders, and Brandon Romp will give us the full scoop.
Right here in Goleta, a new donut shop is already bringing in new customers. We spoke with the owner who said his goal is simple, to make people smile one donut at a time.
The business has been a passion of the family for about 7 years since we've been in the business. We purchased a legacy store up in Buellton, up in the San Ynez Valley, and that's how we found ourselves in the donut business. And my wife Sarah really loves donuts. We all love them and have a cool story, nostalgic connection to them in some way. We don't have the scale that some stores do, like the big coffee place that everybody's familiar that was born up in Seattle. We do everything fresh every single day. And so, doing that every day, all hours of the day and night is a challenge. Small business is especially one that's community oriented that we try to be. There's a lot of rewarding things that come with it. We really wanted it to be a space that people felt comfortable spending time here, and a friendly, warm environment. Knowing people by name, learning more and more names as time goes on because more and more people are coming in on a regular basis, is a pretty nice proof statement that we're hopefully building something special here in the Goleta community.
From the smell of fresh donuts in the morning to the smiles of customers walking through the door, Drover's Donuts is already making its mark on the community. Reporting for DP News, I'm Trey Fuel.
Well, if that didn't look tasty, I don't know what else is.
Chloe, have you ever watched an animation film?
I have, which is why I'm so excited for this next video made by Brody Shocker.
Let's take a look. I always enjoy watching animation films because you really have the time to appreciate the hard work they do.
I know, right? That's why I enjoy them too. Let's switch gears a little bit. Our next story is about the Santa Barbara oil rigs, a story that touches base with experts and people in the community.
Sabrina Borgia, Casey Engel, Michael Shin, and Ari Lukowski show us more.
In October 2025, the California Fire Marshal announced that Sable Offshore's San Ynez oil pipeline could not resume operations until safety requirements had been met. But on March 13th, the Trump administration invoked the Defense Production Act, effectively overriding the fire marshal's safety requirements.
Sable is currently able to use the pipeline because of the Trump administration invoking the Defense Production Act, which kind of supersedes, as they say, California law, because the state parks, State Lands Commission, the California Coastal Commission have all not approved Sable.
I will move staff's recommendation for denial.
Motion passes 3-1.
And then the Trump administration invoked the Defense Production Act to say, well, nope, you are mandated to increase production by the federal government.
With the federal government enabling pipeline operations under the Defense Production Act, local students highlight their concerns.
It's a horrible thing that's happening right now. They have not received the official notice that they can start up from the state fire marshal, which controls pipeline safety. They are not safe enough to operate, and they would not be operating because they're not safe enough to operate if Trump hadn't stepped in. The 1969 oil spill, the 2015 oil spill, we felt what it feels like here in Santa Barbara for oil to be in our waters, and we don't like it. They have 21 criminal counts. They have an outstanding $18 million fine, and they're out here endangering our coastline.
We didn't walk away then, and we are not walking away now.
This pipeline is very likely to spill again. They have not done the work to repair it, but the real solution is for them to stop producing oil and gas, decommission this asset, and move on.
With tensions high, there's still discussion on whether the Defense Production Act was the ethical solution to our country's need for oil. Reporting for DP News, I'm Sabrina Borgia.
Well, that's all for today, DP.
We hope you enjoyed going beyond DP.
And
thanks for watching.